Hi guys, I'm Jordan Crooks, and I am here with one of our Battlefield finalists, Alfred, Marcella, and Jess. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you doing?
We're awesome.
You just got off stage.
Yeah.
You had a chat with the Battlefield judges. How do you feel like it went?
I think they asked really insightful questions about our business and how it worked.
I think you answered pretty well too. Jess, you even got a couple words in. That's good.
Do what I can, Jordan.
Okay, so for our viewers back home, if they've just been silly and not paying attention to anything that we've been doing all week, what is Alfred? Let's go ahead and get that out of the way.
Alfred brings the luxury of personal service to the rest of us. So some people like to say it's the timeshare butler. It's really about having a seamless experience at home where you come home and say, wow, because your chores have been taken care of.
What made you guys want to build something like this?
Well, we don't normally say this, but I had a really messy apartment, and Marcella finally took pity on me. But in all seriousness, when we met in graduate school and we decided to share a TaskRabbit to help us with our daily chores, and by doing that, we ended up realizing it was a great business opportunity, knocked on the doors of our friends, and it kind of just grew up around us.
And it's actually a really personal issue. So that we were working really hard. We basically were going out and buying new shirts because we didn't have time to go to the dry cleaner before it closed. Like buying new shoes because our heels were all breaking. We were living a really bad kind of coming home to a mess. And I think that actually plays a huge part of our psyche and how we go through the world and how our happiness, and that we don't spend a lot of time there. So we're all about organizing your mental and physical space.
Cool. I'm like, okay, so I write a lot about culture at TechCrunch. So
Yeah.
This is like a question that comes into my mind a lot because all these on-demand services, and including now the automatic layer of Alfred, are doing this thing where they're like, okay, so like having a clean home that you can relax in and get rest from, getting food, right? Like something that's like natural to being a human. These are the things that we like want to cast aside so that we can work to make money to buy food. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you guys see that cycle in terms of just people? Your customers are going to be the ones that are changing culturally based on these services.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting. So when you first start service, people might do something like basic, like, okay, yeah, please pick up my dry cleaning and let's do groceries. And then little by little, we start to, hey, why don't you try this? Like, get your shoe signed every 2 weeks. Or, you know what, like, we can get a dog walker for you, or we can take your trash out. And so then, like, the experience of, like, what do I have to do and how that plays into my role and my identity, you start to realize, like, wait a second, I don't have to be doing all of this, and I should be spending my time on the things that I care most about.
Right.
And I think that's like a blow your mind concept that it takes a little bit of time, but then you just, wake up one day and you're like, wow, where did I get all this time from?
But I also think there are some things that our customers don't want to do. So for the times in the day when they don't actually want to go to the grocery store, we can do that. But if it's a Sunday and they want to walk to the farmer's market because that's how they spend time with their kids and they want to actually, buy fresh food, we certainly, we don't stay in the way of that. So I think what we do is we empower our customers to choose the parts of their identity and their life that they want to participate in, and then get, sort of outsource the rest so they can focus on the other things they want to do.
Kind of like the Maslow hierarchy, right? We're starting at the bottom and then over time getting to the top.
Now we here.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Started from the bottom, now the whole team's here.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, logistics companies are really, really difficult. We've
Totally.
seen that scaling them, there's so many moving pieces. You've got your software part, you've got these moving Alfreds running around, you're expanding to new cities.
Yep.
How do you manage quality control? How do you ensure that this company can grow beyond what it's doing in Boston, and that every Alfred is coming into your home and actually delivering that wow experience you keep talking about?
Yeah. So it's a really hard problem and something that we think a lot about. How do we put those controls in place and how do we learn every day? So every day we're getting more and more data about what works in terms of making our Alfreds more successful at serving their customers and the things that our customers care most about. And the way we think about it is truly systematizing all of that data and creating standards and systems around how they move their day and how they do things for their clients. And I think that's really the IP around Alfred, is that we are creating the software around the logistics, and we think about it as micro-logistics.
Awesome. All right, we have time for one more question. You guys just finished on the battlefield. You have a bunch of other competitors. If you don't win, let's say you were excluded entirely, who should be the winner?
Shipster.
Shipster? Why?
Definitely.
Any reason why?
I think it's a great idea. I definitely think there's a need there, and I think he was very, very compelling. Super great.
He was good. All right, well, congratulations to making the
Awesome. Thanks,
finals.
Jordan.
Good luck.
Thank you.
That's it for Alfred.